Well, I come from a large family. I'm the youngest of 13. Being the youngest of 13 made life a little bit difficult because I felt like I was competing with all my brothers for the love of my dad and the love of my mom. And with my dad, it was a normal relationship, you know, but there was lack of something. There was a lack of closeness. Sometimes I felt lonely. Sometimes I felt like I didn't have a clear direction, and I needed someone to relate with closely, and I didn't have anyone. And so I was doing some wrong stuff. And that moment, I didn't have Christ in my life. And then I was just enjoying life as any normal teenager. I got this phone call, and people were telling me that my dad had a stroke. My brothers were moving him to the city, to the hospital. And since no one of them lived in the city, I was the only one living in the city, I had the privilege of being with him at the hospital. And he couldn't eat by himself. He barely speak. So I was going for 21 days to the hospital 3 times a day to feed him. So that was the key moment. I developed a good relationship with my dad in the last 21 days of his life. And it was so good to be with him. It was so great to be with him because it was he and I together. And about the 12th day he was at the hospital, he said to me, "Daniel, I want to talk to you. I want to tell you something." And I said, "What is it, Daddy?" He said to me, "Daniel, I love you so much. And I don't want to die before I tell you that. Because maybe I haven't told that I love your other brothers and sisters. And I want to have the chance to tell you." And that was a key defining moment in my life. I felt so happy. I felt like all the things that I was having lack of just vanished away. You know, those 21 days, they mean a lot to me. Maybe I didn't have a real nice, defined relationship with my dad, but the last 21 days of his life just made me who I am right now. And I missed him very much. And it's nothing like having your daddy, nothing like having someone to tell you that you are loved and they care for you. And I'm the father of 3 boys, 15, 13, and 7, Pablo, Danny, and Marco. And because of the healing of my life, now I can surely say that I relate with my kids, that I love them, and they know that I love them because I tell them every day that I love them, because I know how important it is for them to know that they are loved and they are understood as men. We talk and we joke, you know, and we have a really good relationship. And I know I'm able to do that because somebody else did it with me, and I was my dad.